Hello students, now we are going to discuss conditions of constructive and destructive interference of light. Conditions of constructive means condition for maximum intensity or condition for the formation of bright fringe, and condition for destructive interference means condition for minimum intensity or condition for the formation of dark fringe. For this, we have assumed the Young double slit experiment operators. Here, this is the single slit, this one is double slit, and this one is screen. I am supposing the single slit is illuminated by a monochromatic light source, and double slit S1 and S2 starts behaving like the new light wave source from which secondary wavelets are produced. I am supposing the light waves originating from S1 and S2 have amplitude E1 and E2. Have amplitudes E1 and E2. Then at time t at distance x, the displacement equations of the light waves from S1 and S2 for point P can be written as y1 is equal to a1 sin omega t minus kx, and for second wave the displacement equation can be written as a2 sin omega t minus kx plus phi. What is phi? Actually, phi is the phase difference between, this is the light wave and this one is also the light wave. I am supposing the phase difference between these two light waves is phi. And what do you know about phi? Phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda into path difference. So, phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by path. This is the formula for phase difference. Now what will happen? Due to principle of superposition, the resultant displacement of the light wave, what is principle of superposition? The resultant displacement of the light wave is equal to the vector sum of the displacements produced by the individual light waves. Means y is equal to y1 plus y2, and here we may write a1 sin omega t minus kx plus a2 sin omega t minus kx plus phi. So what we can write? We can write this to be a1 sin omega t minus kx plus, using the formula sin A plus B, that is equal to a2 sin omega t minus kx cos phi plus cos omega t minus kx, this one is sin phi. Sin A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So, we may write here we have y is equal to sin omega t minus kx can be taken to be common in these two terms. So we will write sin omega t minus kx, and this is a1 plus a2 cos phi, a2 cos phi plus, this is what? Cos omega t, cos omega t minus kx, cos omega t minus kx into a2 sin phi. Actually, we are trying to convert this relation in purely sine form. In order to convert this into sine form, we are assuming let a1 plus a2 cos phi is equal to r cos theta. I am supposing this equation to be the first equation, and a2 sin phi is equal to r sin theta. This to be the second equation. Now from first and second, what you are seeing, this can be directly written as y is equal to r can be taken to be common, and this one is cos theta and this one is sin theta. So sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, that will give you sin a plus b means r sin omega t minus kx plus theta. R sin omega t minus kx plus theta. Here what is R? R is the resultant amplitude. R is the resultant amplitude. So for determination of resultant amplitude, what we can do is squaring equation 1 and 2, then adding both of them means 1 square plus 2 square. What you are seeing, r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, that will be r square. So r square is equal to, square of this will be a1 square plus a2 square cos square phi plus 2a1 a2 cos phi plus this one is a2 square sin square phi. So what you are seeing, a2 square cos square phi, a2 square sin square phi, that will be a2 square a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. This is the value of resultant amplitude square. R square is equal to this much. Now what will be the intensity? Resultant intensity. So resultant intensity. What we can write? Resultant intensity. You know, intensity is directly proportional to square of amplitude. So I proportional to r square means I is equal to some constant multiplied by r square. So putting the value of r square, we can write this will be k a1 square plus k a2 square plus 2. This can be readjusted as under root k a1 square into k a2 square multi cos phi. Actually, this term is the interference factor because this has variable term, and this can be written as the intensity of first light wave plus intensity for the second light wave plus 2 root I1 I2 plus. From this what you are seeing? You are seeing that due to cos phi, the resultant intensity changes. Due to cos phi, the resultant intensity changes. So for maximum intensity, we have to find the conditions. So we are focusing our attention over the bright fringe, formation of bright fringe. So for maxima means for I maximum, that is for bright fringe. For bright fringe, you know, cos phi should be equal to plus 1. For maximum intensity, cos phi should be equal to plus 1. Means at this moment, what will be the maximum intensity? Maximum intensity will be I1 plus I2, 2 root I1 I2 means this can be written as root I1 plus root I2 whole square. This is the maximum intensity. And cos phi is equal to plus 1 means phi is equal to either 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, and so on. Means all the integral multiple, even multiple of pi for the phase difference of even multiple of pi, you have bright fringe, you have maximum intensity, means cos phi is equal to plus 1. So phase difference phi should be equal to 2m pi. 2m pi, where m is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. This should be the phase difference. So what should be the path difference? You know, delta x is equal to lambda upon 2 pi multiplied by phase difference. Phase difference is 2m pi. So 2 pi will be cancelled with this and you are left with m lambda, means path difference should be equal to either 0 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, means for these path difference. If the path difference between light waves is integral multiple of wavelength, integral multiple of lambda, then bright fringe will be formed. Then maximum intensity will be found over the screen. 0 lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, 4 lambda, 5 lambda, m lambda. This is the condition for maximum intensity, or this is the condition for maxima, or this is the condition for bright fringe. Now for dark fringe, what will be the condition for dark fringe? When dark fringe will be formed? For minima, that is for minimum light intensity, cos phi should be equal to -1. And what this imply? Minimum intensity will be what? Root I1 minus root I2 whole square. At this moment we will have the minimum light intensity, and cos phi is equal to -1 when phi is equal to either pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, 7 pi, all the odd multiple of pi. This can be written as 2m minus 1 whole multiplied by pi, where m is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. So what about the path difference? Delta x is equal to lambda upon 2 pi multiplied by phase difference, and phase difference is 2m minus 1 pi. This can be written as 2m minus 1 whole multiplied by lambda by 2. Means for path difference, putting the value of m is equal to 1, 2 minus 1 multiplied by lambda by 2, you will have lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2. All the odd multiple of lambda by 2 will cause minimum intensity over the screen. Means for these path differences, you will have dark fringe on the screen. So these are the conditions for maxima and minima. Thanks.